The whispers are the most controversial aspect of the entire Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth games. The inclusion of the whispers has led fans to criticize the remake series for turning Final Fantasy VII into Kingdom Hearts. This criticism is reinforced by the fact that Tetsuya Nomura is one of the main directors of the remake trilogy and also the main director of the Kingdom Hearts series. So when fans saw the whispers for the first time in FF7 Remake, they automatically blamed Tetsuya Nomura. But is this fair? My stance on this topic is that tropes are common in similar genres of media, especially if those two media are under the same company. Many fans might say, well, Final Fantasy was never this convoluted until Tetsuya Nomura took over. And to that, I say, have you ever played FF4 and FF8? Look, I'm not trying to say that the criticism towards the remake series being too much like Kingdom Hearts isn't warranted, but a lot of these tropes that fans don't like in the Kingdom Hearts games have appeared in some Final Fantasy games first. There is some criticism I do agree with, like Sephiroth acting like Xehanort. One thing I don't like about the remake series is the way Sephiroth is being utilized. Sephiroth in the original FF7 was the final boss in the game, but now he's the final boss in all the remake series. Personally, I didn't like it when a villain that is supposed to be an uber threat is treated like a villain of the week. For example, remember in Pokémon when Team Rocket's Jesse and James were first introduced? The show made them feel like a real threat. There were wanted posters everywhere, and Ash took them seriously in the first few episodes. But eventually, Ash started to not take them seriously, and his Pikachu started to one-shot them every time he saw them. Well, that's how I feel about Sephiroth in this remake series. Well, not really, I'm being facetious. I just feel like Sephiroth isn't really a threat to the party due to how many times they have defeated him. To be fair, I understand this is a game and the player must win, but I think it would have been a lot better if, in the story, we lose to Sephiroth. It gives the party more motivation to get stronger to defeat Sephiroth. In Kingdom Hearts, after you defeat Ansem, you find out that it was just Xehanort's Heartless and his Nobody is a stronger and bigger threat. And after you defeat Xehanort's Nobody, you then figure out that since you defeated his Heartless and Nobody, it brings back Xehanort's true form, and he's stronger than his previous forms. And I'm like, how does this make any sense? My point is, the villain becomes too cartoonish. It's like you defeating Sephiroth is part of his plan all along. And I'm like, okay, whatever makes you sleep at night. There's something else I would like to mention, and I hope Square doesn't go down this path, making Sephiroth the sympathetic villain. A lot of fans allude to this might be the case due to the latest update to the gacha game First Soldier in the Ever Crisis mobile game. Yeah, I think this might be a big mistake considering they tried this with Xehanort, and it was bad. After you defeat Xehanort in KH3, it was revealed that Xehanort was trying to save the universe by resetting it because there was too much darkness or something. I don't really remember, but if any of you guys do, please mention it in the comment section. I was really upset that Square tried to pull the sympathetic villain card when Xehanort literally killed Kairi in front of Sora, plunged many worlds into darkness due to his unhinged experiments, banished his mentor to the realm of darkness and stole his entire identity, killed his best friend in cold blood, started a cult and brainwashed and put a piece of himself in each individual, started a Keyblade war which led to Aqua being banished to the realm of darkness for 10 years, leaving Ven comatose, stealing Terra's body, and starting a new Keyblade war. Xehanort is a psychopathic war criminal. There was this mobile game called Dark Road, which focused on a young Xehanort and Irox's time in Scala ad Caelum, which is kinda similar to the mobile game First Soldier, a game that focuses on Sephiroth's past. I guess this is Square trying to show us a different side to these two iconic villains. But to me, it doesn't work because I know how Sephiroth and Xehanort turn out. And to me, they are not redeemable. I have no opinions on the game, The First Soldier, because personally, I don't play mobile games, and I don't like to play as villains. Personally, I find a villain only interesting when paired with the main character, and vice versa. In conclusion, the criticism against FF7 turning into Kingdom Hearts is not completely accurate, but I do agree with some of it, like the comparison between Xehanort and Sephiroth. I beg Square doesn't go down this path of making Sephiroth a sympathetic villain who is trying to save the world but is going about it the wrong way. I understand this is a multiverse game and a good Sephiroth isn't out of the realm of possibility. But still, if they do something like good Sephiroth teaming up with Cloud and Zack to take down evil Sephiroth in Part 3, that's when FF7 and Square have officially jumped the shark. Thanks for watching.